shooting and fucking about. I'm standing up on the hillside. You should be able to see me, platoon leader. I want Alpha Squad to come and form up on me. You just need to be next to me. And I want Charlie Squad to form up on Charlie Squad leader. And I want Bravo Squad to form up on Bravo Squad leader. So just everybody form up on their squad leaders. And squad leaders separate out a little bit just so that everyone...
You too, Sharky. You're in Bravo.
Yeah, Sharky, you're in Bravo, man.
Yep. Please get out of any vehicles.
I got moved.
Make sure that you're with the right squad. Charlie 6 is with Bravo at the moment. Right. Have a look at the map and see if we... Yeah, we still got a whole bunch of people at the spawn, so we'll just wait for them to come over here.
I'm running.
Oh, you're gonna take a long time running, man.
Yeah.
Redeploy.
Nice entry.
I just...
Yeah, you can just deploy on squad leader if you need to get here quickly.
Okay. I fell through the floor, so I'm running back.
Do we have anybody? Yeah, we got a couple of people that are just out in the dark.
Oh, what's that? My screen's
It's-
going really weird. Oh, okay, I'm fine now.
BMP grenade.
Oh, okay.
Charlie 10, are you on TeamSpeak? Rebs? Rebs!
R3 born, is that you?
Yeah, he is here.
I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah, get into the... We're in the virtual reality training room. We're only going to be here for 30 minutes. Deploy on your squad leader.
Sorry guys, I got carried away trying new weapons.
Okay, so let's start with the warm-up. The first thing I want everyone to do is to get into a Sunderer.
Go on faster, bitches.
Everybody into a Sundy.
No care in the world. Are you in TeamSpeak?
Yes, hey.
I'm sorry guys,
Yeah, I am
should
sorry.
I redeploy to
Okay,
the
now that
DR?
everybody's in a Sunderer,
Yep.
what I want you to do is to get out of the Sunderer and get into the Sunderer with your squad leader.
Don't.
Carga.
So, I should only see Alpha Squad in my Sunday.
I don't know if I'm just lagging.
Get into my Sunder, please.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's in a Sunder though, everyone's just standing about shooting each other.
Only if you got some
I'm
sweeties.
really looking forward to the patch where they change so you can customize squad colors. Because I just follow
that's
the
the
team lead.
patch.
People, get into the rape van, now!
Okay, so head first. Have you got all of your squad and none
Yeah.
others?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Atel
And,
is
and
AFK.
December, you've got all of your squad and no others.
I only got my squad, yeah, but Atel is AFK, I think.
Athel, Charlie 3, are you on TeamSpeak?
Charlie 10 is AFK as well.
Alright, well we're just going to carry on regardless of this. Okay, so the Sunderers are going to move over to the tower in the southeast corner. That was the warm-up, by the way. That was the warm-up. Getting into squad Sunderers. The point of this is that you should always be with your squad leader, and your squad is your unit. You shouldn't be following any other squad. So, I mean, the whole point of squad play training is to keep everybody together in units. So now we're going to move over to this base. And I'm going to give you some assignments. The assignments are going to be Bravo Squad is going to breach the tower and go up to where control point... The control point in the tower, you're just going to have to imagine where it is. Imagine that this is Regent Rock. And there is a control point to the east and a control point to the west. Bravo Squad is going to take the tower. Alpha Squad is going to take the control point to the west. Charlie Squad is going to take the control point to the east. Squad leaders could put down a squad waypoint just to make it a little bit easier so that everyone groups up on the same location. Try not to make it too far away from the tower. Oh,
Waypoint
bloody
is
hell,
up.
that's 460 meters.
That's too far.
Okay, platoon waypoint in the right place, squad waypoint in the right place. There we go. So everybody's
keep it
going to
up
move
here.
to these locations.
Or down here. Yeah, sure.
Now the real meat of what I wanted to cover today is swapping up and patrolling bases. So at the moment each squad has its own assignment. Okay, so Alpha Squad is at the A control point, Bravo Squad is at the B control point, and Charlie Squad is at the C control point. That's typically what we're going to do when we're taking control of a base. We're going to send a squad to each control point, clear it out, make sure that we get control of it, and then each squad is responsible for making sure that you keep control of that point. However, you are going to have the situation where an entire platoon drops on one control point and clears it out. And in that situation, that squad needs to respawn, and then we need to go and clear it all out together. So how do we clear it all out together? Well, when there's a lot of people all grouped up, they're all going to be aiming at the doors, and they're going to be creating kill zones. So we need to breach. So now we're going to do some breaching practice. If everybody could get to the platoon waypoint in the tower, then I'll quickly run through the breaching.
You mean up to A or down in the courtyard?
Just down in the courtyard, please. Okay, so Alpha Squad is going to be forming up on this stairway, one where I'm standing. Bravo Squad is going to form up on the opposite stairway. Charlie Squad is going to observe, then we'll rotate. First thing that you want to do when breaching one of these towers, you don't want to be shot from the shielded room. Shooting at it now, you don't want to be shot from there. So you don't want to hang around at the bottom of the stairway here. You want to get in through the door, get up the stairs to here, where I'm standing now, where I'm jumping up and down. Bravo Squad leader could get to the same point on the other side. This is an ideal position for you to sort of prepare for the breach. You're not going to be imminently attacked from the kill zone, which is the doorway, and you're also not going to be attacked from the spawn room down there, because they're all going to be bitches. They're all going to stay inside the spawn and try and shoot out from there. Any ones and twos that do come out, we can take them down because we have superior fire for 1 or 2 members. When you get to this doorway, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to chuck a grenade, try and hit the edge of the doorway so that it goes into the room. It is extremely useful to use the class-specific grenades in this situation. So for the infiltrator, that would be an EMP. For the heavy assault, that would be a concussion grenade. And for the light assault, that would be a flashbang. These grenades disable your opponents. They take down their shields, they remove their minimaps. They generally make it a lot more difficult for them to fight you. And after you've thrown the grenades, you need to rush in through the point and get to a secure place, which would be back here.
Our concussion grenades, they go on impact, don't they?
Yep.
They do detonate on impact, yes. So the concussion grenades are only going to knock out anyone that's near the door frame. That's why you want to be at the bottom of that stairway and not standing at the top, because you'll get hit by your own group's grenades. The flashbangs do bounce off, the EMP grenades do bounce off. We're not going to use smoke grenades because of the prevalence of night vision scopes in this game. Like, smoke grenades do not do anything to someone that's using a night vision scope. They
Actually,
are
they
useful for
fixed that,
covering
didn't they?
troop movement. Again?
Didn't they fix that?
Oh.
So you can't see through the smoke.
Well,
Nah, you
but you're
can still
supposed
see
to
through
see
smoke
through
with
the
They
night
broke
vision.
it down.
Yeah. Anyway, once you've managed to breach up into this point, you basically have control of this floor. When you have control of this floor, you need to get control of the control point, which is over there, usually. It's not a good idea to run from here to over there, because you'll get shot from up on the stairs. So you're going to go around the outside of the building. I'd like Alpha and Bravo to do now. You're going to go around the outside of the building, and you're going to breach it from the side, get into the control point and flip it. Once the control point is flipped, you need to start getting up the stairs. Getting up the stairs is a case of just providing covering fire. Usually in this kind of breaching a tower situation, you're going to have some maxes. The maxes go up first, and you secure the next floor. Now, everybody knows that this is a kill zone. Everybody camps this area. If we are taking control of this tower and there's a lot of people spawning here, then I might assign Alpha to camp this spawn from this direction, and I might assign Bravo to camp the spawn from the side, from this direction. This creates a crossfire, makes it very difficult for people to get out of the spawn. Charlie squad, you know, if you're camping this tower and this is the main objective where people are spawning, all of the spawn points are going to be in this building. So you have one squad camping the spawn this direction, one squad camping the spawn at a crossfire direction, and one on the top floor. Because they can still come
I
out the
have
top.
something to add about this when you're camping the spawn on this level. Usually people just chuck down a lot of C4 and you see droves of dead people. And if it's really bad, people start getting out of the spawn area and you lose it.
Yeah.
So getting into the habit of having at least one person on each side looking up towards where the AA guns are, you can kind of spot incoming and warn people off. Granted, you don't have a lot of time, but still.
Yeah. Okay, well the formation that you're going to be using is that maxes are going to be the most forward. Everybody else is going to be behind the maxes. It doesn't actually matter if people get killed, because you should, in organised squad play, you should have at least 2 medics in your squad. I'm not actually running through fire teams today, but I have run through fire teams before. The basic layout of a fire team is 2 of each class in the squad. So you would have 2 medics, 2 engineers, 2 infiltrators, 2 heavies, 2 maxes, 2 light assault.
Can I just say something? Just being a max player myself constantly, and Park, me and him are always constantly shooting our own team because they're running in front of our scats.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah. When you're running a fire team, everybody is basically following the max. I don't really want to go too much into fire teams today, but just one thing that I do want to add about fire teams, depending on the range of engagement, the light assault, the heavy and the infiltrator are flexible. So in a close quarters situation like this, you don't necessarily need the infiltrator. I mean, it's quite useful to have them to hack terminals and stuff, and they can do close quarters combat with the SMG, and the EMP is useful, but it's not essential. Also, the heavy is more suited to a mid to long range engagement, in my opinion. But it is flexible. If you're in a long range engagement, you're obviously not going to be using light assaults very much. Anyway, this is the basic sort of breach that we run through. So what I'd like to do now is to just get everybody downstairs so that Charlie squad can have a go at breaching this tower.
Rob, can you fill me in just quickly what's going on, because I had to go AFK.
Alright, basically what we've done is made sure that everybody sticks to their squad leader, and we've just quickly run through the breaching. If you pay attention to what Charlie squad does now, then that's the basic breach.
Stack up here.
And I'll leave it up to December to lead the charge. It should actually be the max leading the charge. So red line, if you want to run up the stairs and lead the charge. You want to get to the flat part of the stairs and then you want to stop. Everybody stops behind the max, chucks grenades into the door frame. And then you want to push up into the room, get into a safe location. And then you want to move around the outside of the building and take control of the control point. Obviously, there are going to be the occasional situations where you can't move around the outside of the building because it's being spammed by tank shells, in which case it's going to be safer to move through the middle of the building. This is the level of initiative that you need to be able to make up. Like, basically the squad leader needs to make up this decision, and everybody else needs to follow what the squad leader does so that the group stays together. So it is a case of adjusting what you do to the what's appropriate for the situation, but essentially breaching works the same way. That does cover breaching.
Just
really.
a note to engineers: always hide behind the maxes because they've got the shields now, especially if they've got a shield.
Kebab, do you always go for the point first?
Say again?
When you've gone around the building, the outskirts, do you always go in through the point first?
Yeah, I mean you can actually cap it just by being in the door frame there. So you can actually sort of shoot up to where the infantry are, where the infantry are spawning. You can you only need to get into the point to clear it out and make sure that there's nobody in there.
Yeah.
But you're going to have more people than them anyway, so it's going to flip anyway. Even if there's one guy there, you only need to have 2, and the point will definitely flip over to your side. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I mean, if you've got even one blue standing behind you, 90% of the time he's going to go for that point for the certs, easy certs.
Yeah.
While Jesters, a really good Jesters attacking group like what you've set up right now, that would be probably best effective going trying to get straight up these stairs, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't want. You know what I was saying?
Well, it is a bit of a kill zone. I mean, going straight up these stairs, if you can do it, then by all means. I mean, it's up to the squad leaders really to make up their mind.
Yeah.
Like if you're if you're the only squad that's assigned to flipping the A control point, then you want to make sure that you flip it before people start dying. And this also, going through these tunnels at the side, it allows the medic a lot of ability to take cover and res people that do get killed. So it's kind of like a sort of defensive formation for the entire squad. If you go up these stairs, then like people can get shot from the sides. If you do lose a medic, then basically you need to start the attack again.
Just a note, Kebab, someone should always be watching behind no matter what.
Yeah. It's alright though, I mean this is, these details aren't really that important for the basic training. I mean, what we're covering really is just the sort of, the keeping the squad moving together, keeping them breaching as a unit. If you have 12 guys running up this stairs and they're running into, I mean say that they're running into just a random bunch of Vanu, you're going to absolutely obliterate them.
Yeah.
Because you're going to run through 12 people, even if you lose 1 or 2 guys, you're going to run through that door, you're going to absolutely obliterate everyone, and then you're going to take control of the base. You're going to take control of the ground. It's actually controlling the patrol routes. This actually leads me into something else as well. Once you have actually got a base, we haven't got a fourth squad at the moment, but most of the bases in this game have 3 control points. We've got 4 squads in the platoon. So what I would do is I would assign 1 squad to babysit in each control point. This is not a kill farming thing. This is taking bases as quickly and efficiently as possible. The 4th squad is going to patrol from A to B to C to B to A. And they're literally just going to do that. They don't have to go all the way, but they just need to make sure that the ground doesn't have a little collection of enemies that could ambush you and take out some of the vital players in your squad. So literally, what I want everybody to do now is to, each squad is going to do a patrol route, and you're going to go from, basically just run down to the bottom of the building, have a look out west, run back up to where the control point would be in the building, then run down to the bottom of the building again and look out east. The benefits of this, the way that this game works, if you pay attention to this, the way that this game works, if you have any degree of latency whatsoever, then when you run through a doorway, you have an advantage, because you will, the person who is standing in that doorway, if they are stationary, they will render on your screen before you render coming around the corner, which means that at all times it is more beneficial to keep moving. So if you're running around on this patrol route and you see somebody and they're stationary, like they're hiding because they want their shields to come up or something, you immediately have the advantage because they're stationary and you're moving. You will see them first, you'll get the first shot, you'll win that fight. If they're also running, then you have the rest of your squad to make sure that even if you do die, you get rezzed very quickly and you're in the, and you know, you have basically minimizing the downtime. So if you do move together as a group, then this is an extremely effective way of making sure that you have control over all of the ground in this base. The only thing that can really fuck this up is if it gets surrounded by mag riders, which does occasionally happen, but in that situation it's always going to be more beneficial to fall back and destroy it from a range. Okay, so that takes us through forming up on the squad leaders, breaching and securing control points, and patrolling a contested base. So that is essentially the end of the squad